Greetings and salutations, Internet Dozens. It is I, Wolfphototech, and here we go with some more Splatoon 2 Splatoween 2020 Splatfest festivities. Looks like this is going to be like the first Splatfest ever that I make it past champion. This is just simply due to the fact that most of the Splatfests in the past and my employment, I always had to work on Saturdays. But due to the COVID situation, we could no longer front a large enough staff to operate on Saturdays, so we closed down on Saturdays. This is more of a killer combo. And they got me. Now this is the weird thing with this weapon. Okay, hi Abe. The weird thing with this weapon is that it's a more combat-oriented frontliner attack weapon. But then you have Stingray, which is a weapon you literally just want to use in the back line. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, I figured it. I realized what she did. Kind of stopped still a moment, looked at me. I moved forward, and all of a sudden she came down like a ton of bricks. She super jumped and then did splashdown. Splashdown is the damage is proportionate to the height in which you initiate it. So if you initiate it in a super jump, you do a ton of damage. The radius also increases slightly when you come down from a high spot with splashdown. Okay, this is a terrible combination here. You don't want multiple. Oh, that's even worse. You don't want multiple rollers and sloshing machines or sloshers. Varieties of sloshers and brushes and yeah, that's a terrible combination. I had to basically try to play a more forward line now because the rollers are a weak forward line attacker. They're good for cleanup in mid and back, but they're not good for forward line. Unless you happen to do stealth attacks. You like literally come around the corner, pop out, and drop your roller on someone. But then you're not inking that much. You got that weird Yeah, I really need ink savers on my stuff. Yeah, I'm not the greatest with aim on that. That's why I usually use sloshers or dualies. Oh, yes. It's literally one of those situations where if you wanted to opt... Yeah, that's terrible. Sometimes people do shit like that. Nintendo really has to get rid of the whole peer-to-peer thing. That way, punishments for ducking out of matches early, he actually do have strong validity and bite to them. I might not be the best, but I'm always the person who keeps up. You gonna do that? Yeah. I've actually heavily dabbled in the thought. I've actually heavily dabbled in the thought of using a using a heavily oriented. Oh crap. See, that's why rollers are stupid. Rollers are most efficient if you're just like roaming along and you're just painting and there's no one around you to attack you. Rolling is a good idea. If you've ever watched how I get killed by rollers, those roller players are not rolling when they kill me unless I literally am walking and they come around the corner behind me and get me. You know? The roller players that kill me directly on and stop and go for a flick. Because flicks are what gets other players when you're traveling head on. If you are simply trying to, if you're coming around the corner and catch a player by the backside, yeah, rolling over them is a good idea. But if you're coming at someone face on and they're backing up to shoot at you, you're not gonna roll. You are going to flick. You're gonna jump up in the air and flick your ink because that's literally the best way to take out someone coming head on at them with a roller or a brush. If you're trying to roll at them, you're a dummy. Don't roll at people when they're face on with you. Particularly blobbers, sloshers, or anyone that has a power hit. With the exception of, say, like Chargers. Chargers are in that weird quasi zone. If they're fully charged, you're dead. Oh, there we go, and we won that one. And if you enjoyed that match, please leave a likey on it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a likey on it. If you dislike it, leave a dislikey on it. And tell me so in the comments below. I always appreciate feedback. However, you always have to keep in mind I have my own eccentric style of play. And I just kind of roll with it sometimes. Thank you very much for watching and have a delightful day.